was just something so special about going to Granny's house. And she made the best fried chicken and mashed potatoes and green beans. And I make good fried chicken and mashed potatoes and green beans, but every time I eat it, I think about her, and mine still never tastes like hers did. But my grandchildren, they love Mama's fried chicken and my homemade baked biscuits, and they love my homemade French fries that I make for them, chicken nuggets. They like my grilled cheeses. There's certain things, but I remember my granny was a hard worker. She put out about 3 gardens, and she had this old washing machine downstairs in her basement, and I was so scared to go down in that basement because she had them big old rats down there, and they would run across them jars that she had canned. The floor was a dirt floor, and I was always afraid to go down there because I was afraid them rats was going to get on me, or a snake was going to get on me. But Granny, she would just fly down them steps like it wasn't nothing. She was used to it. She had this old washing machine downstairs in the basement. And it was one of those washing machines that had the wringer on it. And you would put the clothes in that wringer, and it would pull them through that wringer, and they'd be flat as a pancake. And then she'd take them out there and hang them on the line. And I'd say, Granny, can I put those clothes through the wringer? And she'd say, yeah, but don't you get your arm hung in there. It'll jerk your arm off. Then she scared me to death about that. But I like putting those clothes in that wringer and seeing them come out, and they'd be flat. But she'd get up and she would work hard doing her chores on the farm with the cows and the hogs and all that. And then she had her garden, and she was always breaking beans and fixing her corn. She was always canning stuff or putting stuff in the freezer, working in the garden. But one thing I can always remember, when I would walk by the bathroom and Granny was standing in the bathroom and she was looking in the mirror putting her lipstick on, I said, we're going to town. Because the only time Granny would go to town was when she's in there putting her lipstick on. She'd clean up